Hey guys, welcome to my channel Glen. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you guys what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go along. Just before we get into the main topic of this video, I'd like to say thank you to all the new subscribers. My channel seems to have grown even during the down times, which is awesome. I know a lot of people out there are not generally creating new cryptocurrency content. I do it because I'm just sharing stuff that I find interesting, so if I don't talk to you about it, I don't know who else I'm going to talk to about it. So it's awesome that people are still finding my channel and liking the content, so thank you very much for that. If you are new to this channel, please click the subscribe button wherever it may be on this video. So smash up that likes before you leave this video today. It helps share and grow the channel. So let's get into it. Today I'm going to be talking about my first experience using a Bitcoin ATM and buying some Bitcoin using good old-fashioned cash. My journey actually started, as you guys know, I want to create a store. So I started to look into Bitcoin ATMs, how would you go about getting one, what the fees are or what the payments are. And it actually led me to websites like this one, which was coinatmradar.com. Now, they actually cover quite a few different countries. You can click on this website and see if your country's in here. But this is for the UK, because that's where I'm from. And as I was searching, I actually found that my local town, Colchester, has a Bitcoin ATM. And I was like, what? I didn't even know this. So I actually went over and searched where it was, and it's actually on the high street, so I thought awesome. And it's actually run by a company called DBS Coins, which I've never heard of, to be honest, but they seem to have quite a lot of Bitcoin ATMs. And you can see here it gives me the address of the place where the ATM is. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go there and I'm going to video it and share it with my YouTube channel and show guys how easy it is to buy cryptocurrency using cash. Obviously, I went into this blind. I didn't know what the fees were going to be. I didn't know how easy it would be, how fast it would be. So let's get into it. I'll share with you what I've found. So what I've done was I actually went to the store and I actually spoke to the person who owns the shop first and actually said, look, I've got a small YouTube channel. Do you mind if I just film me using your Bitcoin ATM? They had a very small store. Literally, you can see the front of the store there. You literally walk in and there's this bit of the shop here and that's it. It's a really tiny shop. And he said, yeah, that's fine. But he was a bit skeptical about it. He was wondering while I was there and what I was doing. He was a bit unsure. And he said, yeah, that's fine as long as you don't get people's, I don't want my face in it or anything like that. So when I filmed, you'll see in a second, when I leave the store, I sort of point the camera downwards. You can see from this video here, this is Colchester, my local high street, my town. It's quite an old-fashioned town. It's one of the oldest recorded histories in England. It is a bit dated, to be honest. A lot of stores are shut down. So yeah, it was quite cool that someone like this offers this service. I must admit though, it was in the back of the store. You can see here it was sort of just plonked somewhere on a shelf. It wasn't very well advertised. I assume they're just using it as a tool to try and generate more business into the store. When I actually spoke to the guy who works behind the counter, I said, oh, do you get many people use this Bitcoin ATM? And he said, yeah, we do. Yeah, it's really popular. And I said, oh, I'm really surprised. How many people a day do you get? And he said, oh, well, at least a couple a day. And I said, oh, that's pretty cool. So there does seem to be a demand for people buying Bitcoin with cash on the high street, unless he was just completely lying for no apparent reason. It does seem like it's popular based on what he told me. So I was quite surprised that something like this, one, was here and two, was quite popular. But anyway, here we can see the Bitcoin ATM. It's all touchscreen, it's very easy to use and it's very quick and fluent. And I was quite surprised actually that when you actually go there, it's not just Bitcoin you can buy. You can actually buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash, which is very similar to what Coinbase offer. So I wondered if they're actually using Coinbase as their back end. They offer exactly the same as what Coinbase offers. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a connection there. But this is something that you need to be wary of. Look at the prices of these coins. Now I'm going to show you what my Coinbase app was telling me straight after I left this store. But they actually make money through their conversion rate and they also charge you a transaction fee. So bear that in mind. So really easy to use. Touch, buy. Now here it says whether you're buying less than £2,500 worth of Bitcoin, between 2.5 to 5k, and then more than 5k. Now I assume this is for money laundering laws. I assume you probably have to fill out, if you put in more than 5,000, maybe you have to give your name and address. I don't know. Obviously I'm not buying £5,000 worth of Bitcoin. I wish I could, but I put in £20, and I thought I'll see what I end up with at the end of it and how long it takes. So obviously I'm going to touch the under 2.5 grand button. And here it asks you to scan your QR code. So you get your phone, whatever app it is that you're using. Obviously mine was Coinbase. You click show address and it brings up the QR code, and you literally hold it up against the sort of scanning panel, if you like. There's a glass panel just above here. Now obviously I couldn't film that bit of it because I was using my phone to film it, so I needed to scan my QR code before I did the filming. This is me doing the scan. And now I'm putting in the cash. It's accepted my address. It's accepted my Bitcoin address through the QR code. Now it's asking me to enter in an amount of money. Takes the cash. And this is the interesting bit. So it says here that £20 British pounds has been inserted, which equals to 0.003359 Bitcoin, going to this address here, which is my Coinbase address. And it says a fixed fee of £2.50. So if you took £2.50 off £20, you would imagine that I'm going to end up with £17.50 worth of Bitcoin at the end of this transaction. So let's just go ahead and confirm that. Buy Bitcoin, waiting, and then there you go. Tick, done. Really easy, really quick. But how long does it take to go through? So what I've done was, after I leave this store now, I actually loaded up my Coinbase app pretty much instantly as soon as I walked out of the shop. And you can see here, this is my Coinbase app. Obviously I had 53 pence before I went into that store. But this is interesting. So Coinbase say that one Bitcoin is worth £4,954. Obviously that store quoted 5,250, so about £300 difference between the two. So obviously they're making a fair amount on the conversion rate, plus they're charging you a transaction fee. You can see there pending 0.003359. This was almost instant. Obviously I had to wait for Coinbase to confirm it. Coinbase are notoriously slow with confirming transactions, and that's because they have a stricter process. They need so many confirmations before they're willing to accept a deposit and also to make a withdrawal. Whereas some of the other services out there, you can get your money in and out. So that's not necessarily the Bitcoin ATM's fault. That's just something inherent with Coinbase, and I actually prefer that because it's a bit more secure. Once a transaction's complete, you know it's been fully confirmed by different sources. So yeah, that's really good. It was already there. As you can see here, it says I received £16.64. So actually, after putting in this £20 cash, I've only ended up with £16.64 worth of Bitcoin. So in theory then, that total transaction has cost me £3.36. So quite a big chunk, you would say. That's got to be, what, 15%? 16% all in total. Yeah, I would hate to buy obviously a huge amount of Bitcoin using one of these machines. So that is something to be wary of. These Bitcoin ATMs are probably one of the most expensive ways to buy Bitcoin, but they also have the convenience factor. They're in your high street, it's quick, it's almost instant, it's cash. If you've got loads of cash but you don't want to pay it in the bank, you could literally set up a Coinbase wallet and just scan the QR code and just put cash into it, and then you have transferred your cash into a wallet that the government don't know about, that you could then try and exchange for something else like one of the privacy coins. So it does offer a way of hiding or transferring money that you wouldn't necessarily have had before. I assume that's why it says are you doing more than 2.5 grand's worth, so that if you click yes, then they're going to track it and you have to put some sort of name and address to go along with it. I wonder if the governments will keep allowing this. I wonder what the laws are with it, but they seem to be doing them all over the place, and they've been going for a little while now, so they must, I would assume they're sticking to the guidelines and the laws, or I'd like to think so anyway. But anyway, that's just another option. That's maybe another way of getting hold of Bitcoin that some of you out there, you know, I don't like using credit cards online, and if I had a few grand cash laying under the bed and I thought, well, I'd love to get into Bitcoin, but I don't want to be you know, assigning my bank card and credit card to all these weird online exchanges, especially as some of them can't be trusted. Or some people may have an issue setting up a Coinbase. I know my friend Dan, he's been banned from Coinbase for no fault of his own. He couldn't set up, and he kept scanning his driving license and passport, and they kept saying that he was scanning it wrong, and they wouldn't give him an account, so he can't use Coinbase, and he doesn't want to use any other place because he thinks all the rest are dodgy, which is fair enough. So this just gives another option to those people to get involved in Bitcoin. So I think it's great. Awesome. Well done, Colchester, and well done, that Claydon's news agents. That's it really, guys. What are your thoughts of these Bitcoin ATMs? If you want to find where the nearest one to you is, I check out coinatmradar.com. I will be putting the link to it down below so you can click on it and have a little look. It's not an affiliate link or anything. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Or you can always join me on Telegram group chat. The team BitGlen are waiting to answer any questions that you may have, or if you just want to have a bit of banter about cryptocurrencies. The link to that is also down below. And you can always follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Ideally Twitter, that seems to be the one that I read and check the most. So I look forward to seeing or hearing from you guys there. What do you think about these Bitcoin ATM fees? Do you think they're too high, or do you think that's actually quite cheap for the convenient service that they offer? And can you see these having a place in the high street and dotted about? Wouldn't it be cool if you could have Bitcoin transactions in every ATM? Like a software update where, you know, you have your ATM where you get your normal cash from, but what if you could just, with your bank card, transfer money into Bitcoin? That would be awesome, actually. That would be a game changer. So that's it really. What are your thoughts? I'll see you on the next video from BitGlen. See you later, guys. Bye.